Alright, so loot patch is out and it's just gonna be my first impression on it. Nothing statistical or anything, just purely my experience the first day with it. So I started this character today at like level 30-ish. Basically starting cruel in the campaign. So I got to experience the loot buffs there and in early maps. And I got up to like level 85 and I did 34 maps in total. I did a little bit more than that, but I tracked it with the pilfering ring for these 34 maps. Just an idea I had. I wish I had put it on earlier, but I forgot. And right now I have 22 rarity, but for most of the maps I was at 0. And then all throughout the campaign I was at 0. So first thing I noticed was during the campaign, and just in general, like the tiered items, like the items that say tier 2 to 5, basically they drop and they're higher rolled, right? That's what it is. And they were dropping like probably 10 times more often. I don't know. You go into a boss map in a map, like here you go to a boss map and you kill it. It basically drops all tiered items. In early maps it was dropping 2 and maybe 3s. Didn't really see any 4s or 5s, but I was doing low tier maps and pretty much all the maps I did were blue. I wasn't doing any rare maps. I mean, this is a rare map, but I mean, character game. Most of my maps look something like this. Maybe pack size. Maybe a couple of them had rarity, but most did not. So this is a unoptimized setup, just like doing random maps. Blue. No good modifiers. Here's my Atlas tree, not doing any towers or anything. Got strong boxes clicked. And overall, I thought it felt pretty good. So throughout the 34 maps and like the end of campaign and cruel, this is what I got. 24 regals, 8 alchemies, 6 chaos, 29 exalts, 1 div. Actually, you know, I got a little bit more than this because I equipped this at the start of these 34 maps, right? I actually, before I equipped this, probably good it didn't get into the data set because it would have thrown it way off, but pretty much in my first hour of hitting maps, I dropped 2 divines, and I'm pretty sure that was lucky. I think 1 over the, like, maybe 5 hours I did in maps today is more likely what you'll experience doing maps that are just blue without any good rolls or anything. So strong boxes, I mean, I didn't do too many, but my first impression is that they're dropping a lot more stuff, particularly rares, a little bit more currency, nothing like insane. And chests themselves, not strong boxes, like the actual chests that can roll either normal magic or rare. They felt okay. I mean, honestly, I don't really know. I have like 15 years of muscle memory of just ignoring them completely, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really click too many of those. I don't really have an impression of that or anything. I didn't do any league mechanics. It was basically just running from map to map. And within these 34 maps, I think that's a pretty good amount of currency. If this is around the average, which I don't know if it is, but if it is, I think that's a pretty good average for 34 maps that you just do unoptimized. I'm curious to see what the more juiced endgame will look like. Hopefully I can get to that in the next few days, either tomorrow or the next day. I'm going to work on making the character more tanky tomorrow. So that should be good. And I think it's going to be crazy. I know there's clips out there. I haven't looked at them though. It's kind of going to be like a surprise to me. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty good though, because like strong boxes, bosses, I mean, they just drop like a list of rare items and some currency. Feeling it will be pretty good. Honestly, it might be kind of annoying how common the rares are, because they're like so many drop, you're going to be identifying them in your inventory and like having to drop them in map. So we'll see. But overall, my first impression is it looks pretty good. It doesn't seem overkill at the low end, but it does seem like a decent amount. Definitely a good amount to be crafting with if you are like at a fresh start or something. And yeah, that is that's about it.